I feel bad for other kids that have to live without having a mom or a dad or anyone to care for them or help them with stuff that they need.
It's really hard to hear all the negative statistics, amongst foster children and all the negative effects.
I care because children need a family.
I care because I want things to get better for children like her.
I just care because I know that we're doing it for a good cause.
And I care because I used to be a foster child.
I care because I think every kid and every person deserves to have that unconditional love.
I care because I know people who have been through that, and it's close to home. So
we shouldn't just let them go because somebody else made a bad decision. So that's why.
And I see how it affects them daily, so that's the reason why I care.
Marie, I care because I actually grew up in foster care. I was in foster care.
Definitely care.
I care.
I care.
Yes, I care.
Of course I care.
I care.
I'm serious, okay? We're doing this fashion show because we care. Because we're doing something for our community. Okay? We all know somebody who knows somebody who knew somebody who was in foster care. Okay? So if your heart ain't in it, get out of it now.
No, I'm not gonna wait for nobody. So if it's time for you to go on, I'm moving on without you.
It's called show business. In the business, we're in the business of helping children.
My name is Rod the God. I'm a barber out here. I was in the foster care system myself. I went into foster care when I was 8 years old. My mom had a drug addiction that she struggled with.
You're such a good teacher.
I just gotta tell y'all, foster care saved me. Foster care saved my life. Growing up in Flint, if I would have stayed at home with my mom, I don't know what I would be doing right now.
All right, so yeah, my name is Raymond Miller. My introduction into the foster care system was about 7 or 8 years old. My sister and my younger sister and brother, we probably spent about 10 years in and out of the foster care system. And my mother was going through some addiction stuff, and my dad was kind of in and out of jail, prison with that stuff too. So that's the main reason why we ended up getting into the foster care system. But we persevered, we leaned on each other. Having that grinder mentality, I was just able to reach back and help pull my mother through this, and eventually that's what brought me here, because she is Cynthia Scott, and she is here with Nickel City Baby.
We were able to actually see eye to eye on the success stories that happen from foster care. My son had called me and said, look, I'm going to give you a place to live. I don't live there, but here's the key, here's a computer, write your story and tell everybody why, what happened to us, the reason why that this family broke down, because I want other people to know what happened to us. So he gave me my first computer. So I thought it only fitting to bring him here tonight to let him know that that computer worked.
And so we like to say at Ask that we don't serve foster kids, we serve kids in foster care. Because what happens to us as a kid shouldn't define us for our whole life. Now there's 13,400 kids in the foster care system in Arizona. About 5,200 of them are living in a family setting with relatives. They're not licensed, but their relatives are taking care of them. There's another 5,700 of these kids living in families, licensed foster families, like we used to do. And they're getting a loving, nurturing home, but the goal is not to stay there. The goal for every child in foster care is permanency, and there's two paths. It's either going back home or going to an adoptive family, because foster care is an intervention. And interventions take brave people, and foster parents are brave people, right? Because they're taking a child in and committing to love that child, nurture that child, show unconditional commitment to that child, go through the bad times, live through their behaviors, understand that they're not their behavior, recognize that this child has potential. And oftentimes the foster parent is the difference between a child becoming a statistic or a success.